Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're continuing the Kiss album reviews. It's been a while since I've done one, so sorry about that, but we're back. So today we're doing another solo album. This is the fourth one, the last one that I'm going to be reviewing, because that was all of them. So previously we did Paul, Gene, and Ace, and the final solo album is Peter Criss. Once again, was released on the exact same day as the other three, and the cover is pretty much the same, except it has Peter Criss instead of any other member. There's the back. This is the CD remastered version. But along with that, I also have an original copy, vinyl version. There we go. It's nearly mint condition. There's a little bit of wear on the corners, but nothing terrible. Like very, very minor. And also had all the inserts, even including Kiss order forms for merchandise and stuff, the original stuff. And the poster. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This is basically if you take all if you get all four solo albums, you get a part of a poster, and you can put them all together and make a huge mural. So I think that's kind of cool. The same poster is included with the CD version. The only downside of the CD version is that it's actually the poster is basically the cover. So like, let me get it for you quickly. So you got the cover, which basically is the poster because it's the same piece of paper, I guess, or insert. So it's basically the same thing. Let me show you. Cover is the poster. So some people might not have a problem with that, but with me, I wouldn't want to hang it because I would want to keep it in the CD so that I have the cover of the CD. Some people probably don't care, but me being a collector, I want to keep the album cover in the CD, and I think most people would too. So I kind of think they maybe should have included the poster as a separate piece, but not a big deal. If you have the vinyl version, you can use that, but obviously mine's an original, so I'm not going to be hanging that either, but if you got the newer pressings, 2014 reissues, then you're good. You could hang it probably. I do have all the other four solo albums, all four solo albums on picture disc as well, but I'm not going to show them in this video because I'm planning on making another video where I showcase those, so stay tuned for that, and I'll show you. But we talked about the visuals of the album, so let me grab the vinyl one again. It's easier to show you the tracks on the vinyl one because it's a little less reflective. Anyways, let's get into reviewing the music. So, we've got good songs on here, actually. This is probably my least favorite of the four, though. For me, my order of favorite would be Ace is probably the best one. Then Paul would be second, Gene would be third, and then Peter would be my fourth pick. So yeah, here's the tracks. So we got some good ones. My favorites would probably be Tossin' and Turnin', You Matter to Me, That's the Kind of Sugar Papa Likes, Easy Thing, Rock Me Baby. Those are probably the best ones. My absolute favorite is That's the Kind of Sugar Papa Likes. And pretty much all Peter did on the album was do lead vocals and drums and also background vocals. I don't believe he knows how to play guitar, so he didn't play any of the guitars. And he had, studio musicians come in. And this was produced by Vinny Pancha. If you don't know who that is, he basically produced their next album as well, because Peter suggested that he produced their next album. I'll be reviewing it in the next video. That's Dynasty. Basically, Vinny Pancha would go on to produce that album as well. So yeah. So unlike Ace Frehley's, if you know Ace Frehley, he basically played pretty much every instrument, with a few exceptions, on his solo album. So I believe he did have a few musicians come in and help him, but he played the majority of the album. and that's something that's unique compared to the other ones. So with Peter's, he pretty much did drums, vocals, and background vocals, which is fine because he wrote the songs. You know, the album, it's good. It's definitely different. It's not like a Kiss album at all, to be honest with you. It's very, very different from a Kiss album. If you're expecting it to sound like Kiss, then you're wrong. It's not going to sound anything like Kiss, alright? So, it basically has a lot of soul and R&B influences and maybe some early rock and roll influences, like earlier style rock and roll influences, which isn't a bad thing. It just doesn't, sound like Kiss's usual style. Kiss is usually hard rock. This is more softer R&B, soul sort of stuff. So it's a good album. I just don't think it's as good as the other three. And, most people agree with me. Most fans think it's probably the least favorite for them, But it's definitely not bad. It's not one I'm frequently going to be going to and picking up, very commonly because, there's other albums from Kiss and the other solo albums that I would probably want to choose first. So, yeah. But overall, it's a good album. I'd probably rate it like 2 or 3 out of 5. I don't want to be too harsh, so I'll give it 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. It's a decent album, and I'd recommend it. Especially if you're interested in seeing what each member did. You can sort of get an idea of what each member does on their own. So yeah, definitely recommend picking up all 4 solo albums. And in the next video, we're gonna review Kiss Dynasty. So stay tuned.